Welcome to AdaptN. In this video, we're going to show you how to link your AdaptN and Agrian accounts to import growers, farms, field boundaries, management zones, and soil test results. For this example, we're going to use the field on screen, which has already been created in Agrian with management zones and soil test results imported. Browse to adaptn.com, click the login link in the upper right, and enter your credentials. The first time you log in, click the Settings link on the navigation bar, and then click the Agrian Settings option under My Settings. This one-time process connects your Agrian and AdaptN account. Click the Account tab, click the Authenticate with Agrian button, and then enter your Agrian user credentials. These are the same credentials you use to log into the Agrian website. Once you've entered those values, click the Authenticate button, and the system will confirm that the proper credentials have been provided. You'll notice that the Agrian screen within AdaptN has three tabs: Growers, Fields, and Account. The Account tab is where we just completed our authentication. If you ever have problems with the connection, please go back to this page and re-authenticate. You'll notice that once you've connected your accounts, you'll also see two preferences that you can adjust based on how you'd like to import fields. By default, when you import fields from Agrian, AdaptN will automatically set soil texture and slope information based on soil survey data, and we will also always attempt to pull your most recent soil organic matter test result from Agrian. You always have the option to override both of these types of data, but enabling these preferences will save you time during the import. The next step of the process is to go to the Growers tab and choose which grower from Agrian you'd like to make available to AdaptN. You can either do these individually by selecting the grower of interest and clicking the Import button. You'll then get a confirmation dialog indicating that that grower has been imported, and you'll also see them show up at the top of the list here. Alternatively, you can click the Import All Agrian Growers button if you'd like to make all growers available within AdaptN. Once you've done that and imported the growers of preference, go to the Fields tab, choose the grower that you'd like to work with, and then you'll have the opportunity to select the field you'd like to import. Once you've checked the field you're interested in, click the Import button, and AdaptN will pull the boundary from Agrian and provide you with a set of options as far as how you'd like to configure the field. Additional help information is available on field modes and automatic zone creation options. Anytime management zones are found within Agrian, however, this Agrian Zones option will show up, and then the list of available management zones will be populated. So choose the appropriate management zone that you'd like to select from, and then optionally you can choose an attribute from within Agrian Zones to set the zone name within AdaptN. When you've set your choices, press the Submit button. Once the field has been imported, you'll notice an Agrian logo show up next to the Field button, confirming that that field has been imported from that system. The zones that are rendered within the map should match the zones within the Agrian system, and if you go into the Configure Field tool, you'll see that the soil type, slope, and soil organic matter test results have been automatically populated. If you do want to override these, you can simply upload a new shapefile or enter a new constant value. By default, we're going to pull the most recent soil organic matter test result from Agrian as long as its date is within the last 5 seasons. From this point forward, continue finishing the setup process for the field by moving down to the other layers and making the appropriate selection. When you've completed all the required layers, including previous crop, expected harvest population, expected yield, and tillage method, activate the field, and then click Field Rec to run your first recommendation. To import an additional field, click the plus button at the top of the Fields and Zones page. Then select the Sync with a Source option. This will bring you directly back to the Agrian settings page and will display the list of fields for the grower with whom you're already working. You can select whichever field you want, click the Import button, and follow the same process. If at this point you'd like to import an additional grower, click the Growers tab, find the grower you'd like to work with, and click Import. Additional options will be added to the Agrian import tool later this season. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact us by emailing support@agronomic.com.